Hello and greetings. Thank you so much for tuning in to this particular episode of the Trading Challenge. Those who don't know me, my name is Isaac Jonas, and I like talking about money. In this particular challenge that I uh, have a $15,000 trading challenge, and that is in US dollars. What I did is I opened my account with and deposited 300 Canadian dollars and added 15,000 US dollars. So I have US 15,300 Canadian dollars as my startup capital. Now I want to see how far I'm going to push the envelope. By the end of the year, I want to see how I'm going to be able to grow this account. Right now, this week has not been a particularly very good trading week for me. I did not have much time to trade, but nonetheless, I took a trade that I'm still holding on because what happened was that there was a stock that reported earnings, and I'm going to mention the name. I'm not going to mention the name because I still currently hold the position. And this stock dropped. And when it dropped, I was still in there and I did not have a stop loss. And which is one of the rules that I set to myself. So I broke that rule. And now I'm going to show you my current profit and loss. But I always want to be transparent with people to say, look, trading comes with risks. You can potentially lose some or all of your money if you don't understand what you are doing, or even sometimes the trade may not just go according to your trading plan. Because at the end of the day, trading is about saying there's a probability of winning and losing. So if you can win more time than you can lose, and at the end of the day, you have profit. That's how you can make money. And it's extremely difficult because almost 10%, 90% of the retail traders, they blow out their account within the first 3 weeks, 3 months of their account. They blow 90% of their account within the first 3 months. So it's very, very risky. Now, for me, this journey has been something that is interesting because I have been monitoring some stocks and doing my analysis. As an economist, I kind of have a background in finance and I understand to an extent how some economic data might move the market. So those are some of the things that I use to trade and capitalize on the volatility of the market. Now, I'm going to first of all show you the current profit and loss. So, this is what I always say. Please understand that trading comes with risks. Now, you recall that last week my account was up about 12%. You can see now I'm down by 2%, about 2%, and I'm now sitting at 10%. And this is over now a period of 7 weeks since I started trading on this account. But today I made a quick trade, which I was able to make $100, but I've been busy trying to prepare for this video and the podcast. So I didn't have much time to trade as much as I did for the whole week. But you can see that my portfolio took a hit and I have to make a decision whether I'm going to accept this loss. And that means if I accept this loss, I would have a 2% haircut in this case, a loss in this case. But that's what trading is all about. You have to balance your risk and also the potential for the upside. In this case, I made a mistake in not putting a stop loss, right? Because this stock that I was trading, they lost their earnings and it went down by almost 10%. And what I thought was that from my technical analysis, it had bottomed out. But the reality is that it went down a little bit more. And the good thing is I don't have a margin account in this case, like I did not borrow, even though I'm using my margin account. In other words, the margin account allows me to maybe in this case, if I would choose to borrow some money to then trade, but I don't want to ever do that because what happens is now if the stock drops and you have borrowed, and like I said, it means you'll be paying interest and you can potentially even lose that. So I like to just do the money that I have and make those trades. So that's the state of things now. So my portfolio is currently down by about $311.87 Canadian dollars at the time that I took this, but the market is already recovering, or maybe next week, if I don't realize this, I might be able to exit with a loss or some profit. So this is a lesson for me. Now, in conclusion, I'm going to say what I have learned from this experience is that there was a lot of issues to do with the tariff this past week, and also economic data like employment, GDP data, and that really moved the market. But because I like to trade volatility, the securities that I trade had not retraced to the level that I'm comfortable getting in. So I did not also trade as much for that reason. Now, I always like to say it's important to master emotions. In this case, I'm just leaving this play out, right? At the risk of possibly this dropping further. But since I believe this stock is fundamentally strong, but the issue is that maybe the market might drop further. That's the risk. Ordinarily, I always want to have my cash, get in and get out at a predefined entry and exit level with a predetermined risk. So now I'm in a fix and I'm going to make a determination by the end of the day. If the market recovers a bit, maybe I'm going to probably take a loss of maybe $200. Now, is this something that I would repeat again? I think the issue at the end of the day is that it is very, very important to learn from mistakes. I don't think it would be a good idea to go and trade stocks that I have not really backtested the data on. So in the future, I'm going to try and stick to the stocks that I understand. I hope you enjoy this particular episode and let me know your thoughts. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button so that this video can go far and wide. And hopefully we will be able to look back at the end of the year and see how far this portfolio will have grown. Thank you again. And like I always like to say, trade and invest wisely. Bye bye for now.